Likis from the ALLDATA booth here at the SEMA Show 2013 with Jeff Likis, the president of ALLDATA. And I want to give you a little information about Jeff so that you'll know his credentials. And then we're going to get into what's new at ALLDATA that I know as a shop owner with 42 years of experience in the business know that you're going to love and admire, and you're going to want to investigate. Jeff began his career as a drivability technician with a certification in ASE, California Smog, General Motors, AC Delco, and IM 240 emissions. Service writer, and ran a fleet operation which serviced the city of Los Angeles area shuttle services. That's a big job. Served ALLDATA in 1990, actually started with ALLDATA in 1990 on the import editing team, and then advanced to senior vice president of product development before leaving in 1998 to join the founding team at iCarumba. I remember iCarumba well, the first B2B, B2C automotive CRM portal. So that was really the first inclination that this gentleman said, I'm going to reach out for more and see what I can do for my fellow colleagues in the automotive service business. He rejoined ALLDATA in 2001 as general manager, then was named president in 2007, and is also a member of AutoZone's CEO management team as vice president. Having said that, Jeff Likis, that may be a little hard to follow, but it's great to be with you again this year.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you here.
You know, ALLDATA is synonymous with information. And we live in a 6-second society with information technology. What's new at ALLDATA this year?
Well, we have rolled out several new products that we're trying. 3 core ones that we're branching into. Number one is we're moving into mobile. We think mobile is the right connection for technicians to be able to have the data at the car. We also have some innovation within the mobile application, which allows the technician to connect directly to the vehicle, and he can access OBD2 basic information, so he can get trouble codes, clear the codes, get some sensor values, do some emissions monitoring. So we've got, this is kind of our first step into the diagnostic footprint, because we think, as you mentioned earlier about information, we think the information is evolving where it's not just what it used to be, the old OEM manual. It's now the conversation with the vehicle and that interaction that's necessary for the technician to diagnose the car. The second thing we're launching is a cloud-based shop management system, Manage Online. We think this is another way of enabling and making the shop more efficient by allowing the shop owner, the service writers, the technicians to access the product anywhere in their shop, even at home, so they can also view it on a mobile device. And then lastly, we're testing a new product which is called ALLDATA Community, which basically is an extension of our library service. We have a library service where our customers call in, and if they can't find the information or it's not in the product, we email it or fax it to them. We're extending that out now to allow customers to, one, interact with our automotive technicians one-on-one if they have a question or a problem repair they want help with, but also to connect them with other technicians. You know, we have 85,000 customers, which translates to about 400,000 technicians. So if we can put all those technicians together, there shouldn't be a problem that somebody hasn't seen in the marketplace.
And you know, Jeff, to that end, I'm most anxious to hear about the community, which is that's what you're referring to with putting technicians together. So if I'm in the Gulf Coast in the East Coast and someone's on the West Coast, obviously we're going to share some similarities with jobs that we've actually found the problem for. How do you connect those two together?
Right. So right now you would go log into our product, and you would pull down our info center and then click on the community, and then you would post your problem, and then we have a combination of a couple things. One, we have our own moderators that are back in California that are monitoring, seeing what the questions are, and then also anybody that's signed up for the service can log in and communicate with you directly. So if I'm in Kentucky and you're in Florida, I can see what you're working on and respond to it. We also have systems alerts where for your mobile device, so we'll send you a response. If somebody responds to your question, we'll send it to your mobile. If you want to answer specific questions, like you're a Ford tech and you want to participate, you can answer. We'll alert you that somebody posted a question about a Ford, specific Ford. So we're doing a lot to try to make this a positive experience.
So to me, that sounds like, for instance, I answered a question on a recent trip that I made, and I made a comment about the facility. The hotel was fabulous, and I'm all about service, as you are, and all the shops out there. Technicians and shop owners are all about service, and we love to hear the good news, in addition to all the bad that we get. But I'll tell you, when I go to this website, I see that I'm rewarded because I answered a question, and now I'm getting questions from other people. So will you have some chain of command or some reward sessions that will recognize there are many talented technicians, and sometimes we feel like we're all alone. We're out there by ourselves. So I would love to be connected to another technician and not let the distance be a factor.
Right. Well, we actually call it that we can connect the guy 3,000 miles away like he's the technician in the next bay. So yeah, we actually want to put systems together where we reward what we would call top-notch techs that answer a lot of questions. We'll let the community vote on how that repair was helpful or not. So we see this as being one of those things where technicians are generally drawn to being rewarded for their knowledge. That's why we take tests. That's why we get certified. It's part of our culture to be recognized for our knowledge, and we take pride in that. And I think that's important for us to acknowledge as well. So we want to be able to reward our technicians. So at some point, what I envision is that our technicians will be able to use this as part of a career builder. They can go and say, I've got X amount of badges on ALLDATA. I'm a gold certified or platinum certified technician, and I can show you my certification in this category. So we think this is really where information and social media really starts to merge.
Go back to the mobile app. Give us an overview of the mobile app. But when you say mobile app, that means that I'm using ALLDATA in the cloud, and all of the information is in the cloud, and ALLDATA's cloud, and I take my subscription and I can use a tablet. Does that mean that my service desk can write repair orders when people come up? Number one, I want my desk to be able to interact with a customer and create the repair order, put in the VIN code, and get related information. My technicians must have, as you mentioned, the information, but when they plug in the device to the machine, how does that connect with their mobile app?
Right. Okay, so a couple things. Let me unpack a little bit. The big difference in our application is that it's called what you call a native application, meaning that it's written specifically for that iOS. So what that allows us to do is in future iterations, we can pull data from the rest of that device. Most companies are using browser-based applications, and basically that's a website. And it's not as efficient and it's not as intuitive. So this is specifically designed for Apple's interface and designed for Android's interface. So for instance, it will allow you to connect directly to the calendar, so you can schedule events on your calendar, the same one you would use at home. You can use the camera, so you can look up a VIN, shoot the VIN, and it will automatically process the VIN in our database. So we can also use that same camera to videotape or post a problem up to our community when we integrate the community into our mobile app. So that's, we have a lot of ideas that we want to push through, leveraging that technical platform, because that really is the game changer. You're no longer bound by that proprietary scan tool. So one of the things our product does, as I mentioned, is it integrates with the vehicle. From the vehicle, we can pull the VIN, and so we automatically serve. So if it has a trouble code, it pops the trouble code, shows it in the database, looks up the repair procedure in the database, automatically pulls that forward. So all you do is click on it, and it pops the article up.
Okay, so let me interrupt there. My technician plugs in the device to the car. He pulls a code, and then on his tablet he brings up the code. Along with the code pops up existing technical service bulletins that are relevant to that particular code.
Right, or codes.
Multiple codes.
Right.
And you can scroll through, and so you don't have to really go into the database to search. It actually brings them.
It does a search for it.
ALLDATA is delivering information point of sale to the shop, in the shop, wirelessly. Fantastic.
Right. So we see an extension. So I mentioned the online shop management system. So we're starting with our releasing this in early December. We see extending that into mobile applications as well, so that as a consumer, I can make an appointment with my mobile phone to the mobile device of the service advisor. The service advisor can take it out to the car, do an inspection on the car, take photographs, store it as part of the profile, start writing up an estimate. All of these processes right now they have to do it on a clipboard and walk back in. All of that would go on the mobile device, automatically goes up to the cloud and feeds the shop management system that's at the desktop, so they can go right back to their doing it.
So it is not only a sharing of information with that particular customer's car within the shop, it's also a sharing of like problems that other technicians have solved at remote distances.
Right. So for instance, here's a scenario that could happen. You as a consumer get a check engine light on your car. The shop provides you a little device that you plug in, it's Bluetooth enabled. It connects to your phone and says, here's what your trouble code is. Would you like us to send it to Bobby Likis' repair shop? It goes to, the consumer hits OK, goes to your shop, your service advisor gets it and says, Mr. Smith just had a trouble code. Here's what it is, and you can, as building relationship with that consumer, you can go, look, it's not a big deal, you can bring it in next week. I have an opening on Tuesday, would you like to bring it in? As soon as the consumer accepts the appointment, that package then can go to the technician, and he knows before the car ever gets in the bay that this car's coming in with this trouble code. So for instance, using our community, if I've never worked on that car, let's say it's a BMW, and I want to do some research, I can send it to the community and say, I've got a BMW coming in next Tuesday with this trouble code. Has anybody seen this? And they can have a solution before the car even comes into the bay.
So to me, not only does it connect technicians that have never met each other and probably won't in their lifetime, but it also connects the service desk with the customer, your regular customer base. What if I want to make an appointment, or what if I want to tell the customer your vehicle's ready?
Absolutely. It makes it efficient where you're not on the phone. And you know, ultimately what's important is that these are foundational products for us. Our online managed product, our mobile product, our community, our diagnostic, all these are all steps that we're moving towards this type of workflow efficiency. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is allow our shops to communicate with their customers the way the customer wants to be communicated with. It makes me more efficient as a consumer. It makes the shop more efficient. So we're very excited about where all this can go. It's all about enabling technologies and really focusing on that workflow and saying how to, you know, not just gadgets, but how do we really make it a better experience.
So there you have it. That's the latest from ALLDATA. The question I have is from Jeff, how do we get started?
Well, you go to our website, ALLDATA.com, and we'll have all the release dates and all the information you need to get signed up and get in contact with your local sales representative.
Fantastic program. If we are current ALLDATA subscribers, can we upgrade? Do you have packages available now?
Oh, absolutely. We've got special pricing for current customers. We're beta testing our community, so we're looking for certain customers to sign up for that are interested. And so, yeah, everything is, we want our customers to enjoy our full suite of products, and we designed them that way so that they can maximize each element of it.
Well, for me, this is the epitome of where not only the industry is going, but where the industry needs to be, and ALLDATA is driving a whale of a bus. Why don't you get on? Go to alldata.com for more information. Thank you.